Right, this may sound completely insane, but I noticed a long time ago. If you've been watching my videos about I can't really call it now, magnetic field line video. Yeah, well, I've got the piece of paper, I've got the magnet underneath it in a little like basin. So it's got the magnet here, then it's got a basin around the outside of it, which is holding a piece of plasterboard above it. So the magnets are around about half an inch above it, and then I've got a piece of paper on top of that, and then I've sprinkled all my iron filings on top of it, and you've seen the lovely pattern on the paper. Now I left it for around about, I don't know, 7 or 8 hours, and I've gone back into the room again. There's no draft or anything in there, no real drafts in there or anything like that, yeah. So it's just been sitting there with these iron filings on top of it. They go in there and I can smell them now, but when I'm not close to it I can't smell them. When I get right close to the magnetic experiment on the table that you can see on the video, you can smell it. I can actually smell. Ooh, that smells. Yeah, it smells like steel wool. That's what it smells like. But I've left the steel wool in the shed for God knows how long, and I go in there, it doesn't smell like steel wool. But I've just gone to that experiment, and when you reach over the experiment, you can smell it. When you come back out of it again, the smell goes. Right, but you can't just go waft in and waft out, because you get the waft come with you, and then you drag it through the room. So you have to leave it for a couple of hours again, then you go back in again, just walking very slowly up to it, and then you can sniff the pattern, and it's like that. Loads of little micro particles. I've crunched all these pieces of steel up into minute little parts, really small. So the bits that you can see are down here, these little fragments here that you can see down there, that's what you can see on the video. And you've got the field lines which continue out of it, which are these long bits here, which the magnets would have actually followed. And then you've got these bits here at the top here, which are very hard to see, but I can smell. And I assume that that's what they look like. That's what that smell feels like. Because when I was smelling here, table level, let's say that's table level there, yeah. When I was smelling here, I couldn't smell anything. But when I was smelling here, I could. When I was smelling here, I could. When I was smelling here, I could. When I was smelling there, I couldn't. When I was smelling down there, I couldn't. Yeah, so I'm imagining that the field is shaped like this as well. Something here that is not seen usually. Yeah. It's like a 3D bubble, like a light bulb. Looks like a light bulb, but it looks like a light bulb. It just looks like an old incandescent light bulb sticking out the top of the magnet, which is not part of the normal field lines, which are these. You get those, which are normal field lines that we all think a magnet's got, and then on top of that you get these, like that, coming out the top of it, and another one coming out the bottom of it like that. Let's get it right. Another one coming out the bottom of it like that. Okay, so that's me being a complete nutcase sniffing magnets. Try it. Just try it. Get a room where there's no airflow at all. Stick that magnet experiment in that I've just shown you. I use a magnet like this. Oh, I ain't going to be able to show you now because it's run out of time for 3:53. I'll show you the magnet another time. It's a little horseshoe magnet. Try that experiment and you'll, I think you'll definitely agree with me. If you don't, you're doing something wrong. You need a complete still room with no air in it, so you don't disturb the, because obviously the magnetic field up there isn't that strong. But actually, I'm going to put this video back on another camera. I'll get the magnet I'll show you. You can, whatever they give you on this one, they'll give you, and then I'll give you the full video in a bit on that one there. You'll get the full video on that. These are just some, let's sit down, let's calm down. These are just some magnets that I've collected through the years. And when I say horseshoe magnet, I mean it just looks like a horseshoe. It's just a, this one's actually a north magnet. think. And the one that you've seen in the video, this one's a what's it, bar magnet, and the other one's a centre pole magnet. The one that I showed you was a centre pole magnet, and this one is like a bar magnet, because you get two different magnets on the side. It's one of those lot, yeah? They look like that. Look like that. Yeah. Look like that. Yeah. And these are the magnets I'm doing that test with. There's a bit stuck to these, but I'm not too bothered about that. And these are quite interesting. I'll get another one off, and you'll see how I've marked them up. This is a bigger magnet, and the white marks are where I've marked them up, where the poles lie. So this one here, the actual poles are off centre on this one. There's more on one side. If you look at it, if we get close, the white mark isn't in the centre, yeah? And then again on the magnet, the pole, well, you can actually see it on the camera there. Look, actually, you can actually see where the two different metals are. And the magnet's built up out of two different metals, probably two different densities. I don't know how they make magnets, how they make the magnet, but no, it's just a paint mark, just to show you that is exactly where it is. And I put the paint. I didn't even see it there. There you go. Some clever bastards put a mark on it already. I probably did. So that's my magnet experiment. And of course, I can keep it like that. You got to turn one side and turn the other. But if I take this one off here and try and put it on the other side, it don't want to know. It don't want to know. It ain't going to go. But put it back on this side, just clip straight back on again. They're matched pair magnets out of motors. Most people will recognise that now that they're out of electrical motors. Yes, when something breaks, I take it to bits. I'm a bit. I know, let's take it to bits. Take the magnets out. You've got a metal casing. I can chuck the metal casing in the recycling bin, and I can keep the magnets. Yeah, it's a great idea. Put the plastic in the plastic bin and see if they take it. No, they keep on chucking the plastic out for some reason. They won't recycle plastic. In England, we don't recycle plastic. It's insane to me, but there you go. That's just one of those little quirky things that us English people like to do, chuck away magnet. I've just been working out that as well, which led me to cobalt. That was cobalt, alright. Leptons, quartz, pygions, tachyons, 2D, 3D, some calculations there, and I don't know, I came up with that 3.25 figure as a it's from a program. I've got a constant worked out where I can transfer the 2D representation, which is easy to work with, straight into a 3D, so the program can work in 3 dimensions or 16 dimensions, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. 12 dimensions. That was it. Einstein only knew 11 dimensions. I know 12. I'm working on 16. There it is. There's that. Just writing down some crap like that. You see, look. I made a mistake, as you can see. I made a quick mistake in this instance. Now I wrote some. I should have done it on graph paper, but I can't find the graph paper. I think it's up in the attic, and I can't be bothered to climb up the attic. So it's doing it dribble like that, doing some dribble like that. Look. See, dribble like that. See it? See it? I don't know if you're gonna get that or not. See it? There you go. Just got that. That's what I'm doing. Just fucking around on pieces of paper, and then recording crap, and then doing some brainstorming. This is brainstorming, then doing a bit of PDL, and then when it's all the PDL's done, then I'll go down if X is greater than CUB, then increment X by 1. Blah. One line of code done. It's the if else loop or whatever. I can't fucking bother to say it properly now.